Let's talk about the Tekken Bloodline series. Just got done watching it. Spoilers ahead. I'll be giving you the pros and the cons. If you haven't seen it, go watch it first. Where should we start? First episode, decent. Showed the story between Jin, and Ogre. We actually got to see the fight, which we didn't see in Tekken. Very good for Tekken fans here. Jun, it was loyal to the character. She was out here acting like a freaking angel, schooling Jin to the game until Ogre showed up. She told Jin to stay in the house, went outside to fight him. And I tell you what, if they had let Jin stay in the house while his mother is getting killed outside, you would have made Jin look like a bitch. I was saying to myself, do not let this guy stay in the house. He eventually came out to help Jun take on Ogre, but got smashed. It was like a freaking Krillin versus Cell where he's attacking Ogre and the hits didn't count. Ogre no-sold him and just backhanded Jin. Of course, the goal here is to make Ogre look strong, and they did. He looked like an absolute monster, a threat. And Jun, I'll tell you what, if you're a Jun fan, she got done justice here. She didn't just get squashed, she went out swinging to the end. Okay? In fact, I don't even think Ogre killed her. Jun died in a freaking explosion while having Ogre in a freaking armbar. So she went out swinging. I can applaud the booking here. Thankfully, they didn't go for this one-shot crap and make Jun look like rubbish. Here they show that she was a competent fighter and she had heart. Okay? Decent episode. Episode 2 was more or less Jin meeting Heihachi and starting to train. You know, the same shit you see all the time. Getting stronger, getting beaten up, and you know the drill in animes. Ganryu was actually in the background doing nothing, as he does in lore anyway, so ain't no one tripping over that. The problem lied when we got to the actual tournament. Okay, we have some decent interactions between the characters just to show some character development. But guess what? The actual fights. Here are the cons. Certain fights didn't even take place on screen. Craig Marduk lost to King off screen. What? Didn't even show the guy. Paul beat Kuma off screen. Yeah, that's not good. You have episodes to do this in. Oh, and here's another problem. There were only 6 episodes. So you needed a bit more to flesh out characters more. So yeah, the fight scenes, the whole tournament thing was rushed. Let's be honest, it was rushed. In the fights, they're doing the actual moves, so that's decent. Again, this is not gonna be the best animation in the world, because it wasn't. Some of it looked kind of clunky, but yeah, what did you expect? Then we have a little problem with the power scale in here. Freaking Ling Xiaoyu defeated Nina. Yeah, you're bugging right there. Of course, they wanted to be one of the main stars of the story, so that's why she won. But again, if you know anything about Tekken, Nina would eat Xiaoyu alive, so that was bullshit right there. We have Leroy versus Jin. Again, one thing I will commend, there were no squashes in these tournaments. Everyone put up a decent fight before they lost, and that's what I like. I hate that shit. Now, if Leroy had gone in there and Jin just one-shotted him, that is bullshit. But they made the guy put up a fight. Yes, he got washed, but he showed heart and showed technique. Of course, Leroy wasn't going to beat Jin. But again, better than normal. Other animes would have just had Jin squash him. So, a decent fight. Leroy even had time to talk after the fight, so that was not bad. Leroy was never going to beat Jin, let's be honest. We run into another Howler again, changing up the story. Paul was meant to be one of the best characters in Tekken 3 and the strongest. Paul got taken out by King. Huge King fan. King is not stronger than Paul in lore. Not even close. Kinda done him dirty. But once again, he wasn't squashed. He put up a good fight. And if you're a King fan, you should love this anime. King got put over big time. Finished off Paul with the muscle buster. Of course, that did not happen in lore, and Paul would obviously wash King. But hey, if you're a King fan, you must be enjoying this. If you're a Paul fan, maybe not so much. Your boy got shafted again, as per usual. kind of got done dirty here. Him and Nina. But what can you do? Jin versus Warang, decent fight. Xiao Yu versus King. I was actually watching this thinking to myself, you guys are not going to make Xiao Yu beat King, right? And she didn't. Giant swinged into a tree, got dropped in her head. Goodbye, Xiao Yu. Julia Chang tried to attack Heihachi, got washed. What did you expect? King and Jin in the final. Again, decent fight. The thing I liked here, no one got squashed completely. King went out swinging. It was a decent fight. Let the characters get their moves off. And they did that. Jin wins the tournament and gives King the prize money, which is probably why they made King make it to the final, to tell that story. But in doing that, you kind of shafted Paul. Heihachi challenges Jin after the tournament. They fight. Ogre comes down. Again, this whole part seemed kind of rushed. By the way, the animation all this time is average at best. This is nothing spectacular. You won't be blown away, I'll tell you that right now. Just decent. Nothing special. A bit I liked at the end is when Ogre was beating the brakes of Jin. True Ogre, I should say. Everyone jumped in. So your Warang jumped in, Paul jumped in. That was good to see him get a bit of, you know, put his hands on Ogre like he actually did. Xiao Yu again, made Xiao Yu like the last one standing. Yeah, whoever wrote this must have really had a thing for Xiao Yu, man. She was even part of the reason Jin recovered and defeated True Ogre. After defeating True Ogre, Heihachi betrayed him just like in a Tekken 3 ending, shoots him. Jin turns into Devil Jin, just like in a Tekken 3 ending. Nice throwback. Transforms into Devil Jin, beats the absolute dog breaks of Heihachi. Xiao Yu again calls to Jin to tell him to stop. Others did too. Jin stops, flies off towards the moon again, Tekken 3 ending. And that was pretty much it. Overall, was decent. Now, is this the best thing you'll ever see? No. Will you be blown away? Probably not. But it was decent. If you're a Tekken fan, go definitely watch it. There'll be things you liked and definitely things you disliked. Again, could have done with a bit more episodes just for the side characters. Could have showed more fights. Ogre could have had a bit more, I don't know, story to him. But yeah, overall people, rate Tekken Bloodline out of 10.